My name is Karen Moon. I'm co-founder and CEO of Trendalytics, based in New York. Trendalytics helps apparel and accessories companies maximize revenue by measuring what merchandise trends resonate with consumers. Coming up with a name for our company is one of the hardest things. Even if you come up with a perfect name, half the times the domain names are not even there. Knowing how arduous this process was going to be, we just started with a project name first, and it ended up being it was Trendalytics. And as we started to use that project name, it just really resonated with all of our core audiences. And so we just kind of stuck with it until now. The reason Trendalytics has stuck so long is the reactions we've got from people were actually quite good. People would automatically say, wow, I really like your name. I know exactly what you do. Our current tagline is merchandise intelligence delivered pre-production. There's a couple of things that we wanted to convey within our tagline. One is we wanted this to be a cool product. This is something that people would want to use to empower them in terms of make them more intelligent by giving them all the signals that they need to understand to make better decisions.
I think we should go with Trendle, and Trendle, feel the pulse, because Trendle literally means wheel, spindle, and it's we're on the cusp of uncovering this motion and all this buzz that consumers are really talking about on social media. So I feel it's cryptic enough, but then it's also it's very descriptive, and it's perfect. And then also it's very catchy, Trendle it. Did you trendle it? Trendle it? Trendling?
Love it.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's one.
So for Moda Pulse, Moda actually means style in Italian. But we also like the fact that it conveyed, and style can obviously go beyond just fashion. It can, go beyond anything, aesthetically driven. And so we felt like Moda Pulse had a nice ring. It's easy to spell. It's easy to remember. So Moda Pulse, and either keeping you at the pulse of the fashion industry, or what will the world wear? So for our 5 requirements, we wanted to make sure that 1, we communicated our mission and brand values, 2, that we chose a name that was emotive, and 3, that the words and the letters had to be visually aesthetic. And so for us, although we're an analytics company, the visual representation of things is something that's very important because our audience is very visual. And the last 2 things is it really had to appeal to our core audience, which is both apparel companies and fashion companies, but as we extend to other verticals in the future, we want to make sure that it didn't keep us, it wasn't too restrictive, as we move to home and personal care and whatnot. And lastly, if we could find a name that that can also be a verb, so if you can just Google something, we'd like someone to use our name.